trying to tee off with that left hand. Now he's back down.
He's hurt this time. He's very wobbly. I'm watching his legs. He's trying to get his legs back.
Manny Pacquiao! WBC welterweight champion of the world, introducing Mario El Azteca Barrios. He's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pacquiao.
July 6, 2025, a night that shook the world of boxing. A night when a warrior fell and a legend rose again. Bag sack aside Barrios. Yes, you heard that right. Barrios hit the canvas. Hard. This wasn't just a fight. It was a collision of generations. Mario Barrios, young, strong, hungry, up against the ageless icon from the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. And what happened inside that ring will go down as one of the most shocking first-round endings in recent boxing history. Let's rewind it from the top. The crowd was electric. Over 20,000 fans in attendance, millions watching worldwide, commentators buzzing, fans debating. Can Manny still do it? Is this his final fight? Is Barrios too young, too fast? But the moment the bell rang, all the doubts were silenced. Pacquiao came out like it was 2009. Fast, sharp, dangerous. No warm-up, no hesitation, just pure, vintage violence. He stormed forward with that iconic southpaw rhythm. Left-right combo. Duck, angle, counter. Barrios couldn't read him. Pacquiao's speed? Still unreal. His timing? Still deadly. Barrios tried to hold the center. He threw jabs, but they missed. He went for a right hand. And bam! Pacquiao exploded with lightning-fast left straight. It cracked Barrios clean across the chin. He stumbled. The crowd gasped. And then it came. A 5-punch combination. All clean. All violent. Uppercut. Hook. Hook. Body shot. And the final left hand. Barrios was out before he hit the ground. Boom. Bag sack aside Barrios. Ref didn't even count. It was over. 1 round. That's all it took for Manny Pacquiao to silence everyone. Critics, doubters, even Father Time. The legend was back. The night sky lit up over Las Vegas. Inside the arena, the energy was like a bomb waiting to explode. The Philippine flags waved proudly. The Mexican chants echoed for Barrios. And the boxing world held its breath. It was July 6, 2025. People came expecting a battle, but what they got was a massacre. From the very moment Manny Pacquiao stepped into the ring, something felt different. It wasn't just about gloves, belts, or legacy. It was about pride, identity, and unfinished business. As the bell rang, Manny didn't wait. He didn't even blink. He charged forward with the urgency of a man with something to prove. Barrios, standing tall, thought he had it figured out. He believed he'd studied the old tapes. He believed the legend had slowed. But the truth? You can't study instinct. You can't measure willpower. Barrios expected a slow build-up, but instead he got a hurricane. Pacquiao's footwork? As smooth as silk. His combos? As fast as lightning. And before anyone could process what was happening, Barrios was under fire. 1 punch landed. Then 2. Then 6. Each one cleaner than the last. The crowd roared with every blow. Pacquiao's fans were on their feet. Even neutral viewers couldn't believe what they were witnessing. This wasn't nostalgia. This wasn't an old man chasing relevance. This was Pacquiao in full beast mode. Barrios tried to move, tried to counter, but it was like trying to punch through fog. Pacquiao was there, then gone, then back with a vengeance. And then, at exactly 1:51 on the clock, Pacquiao threw that final destructive combo. A lightning left straight to the chin. A right hook to the temple. A finishing blow that lifted Barrios off balance. Bag sack. The arena exploded. Fans screamed. Cameras flashed. Even the commentators were left speechless. Oh my God, it's over. Pacquiao has done it again. Barrios laid on the canvas, blinking at the lights above him. trying to figure out what just hit him. He never expected it. He never imagined this. Nobody did. Loudspeaker post-fight reactions. The internet couldn't handle it. X, formerly Twitter, crashed under the weight of hashtag #BagSaxyBarrios. TikTok edits appear within minutes. Slow motion clips, music overlays, and fan reactions went viral. Celebrities reacted. Former champions tweeted. Even non-boxing fans tuned in. The legend wasn't just alive. He was dominating. And in the post-fight interview, Manny stood in the center of the ring, smiling softly. He didn't scream. He didn't boast. He just said, "Maraming Salamatpa. I just wanted to show I still have something left." But what he showed was more than something. He showed the world he still had everything. It wasn't just Barrios who fell that night. The entire landscape of boxing shifted. Suddenly, every fighter at 140, 147, even 135 pounds, started thinking twice. If a 45-year-old Pacquiao could destroy Barrios in a single round, what would happen if he went for a title again? The promoters? They saw money signs. They saw headlines, pay-per-view gold, and record-breaking ticket sales. Offers started pouring in. Ryan Garcia's team posted, "Legend versus Lightning. Let's make it happen." Devin Haney's camp said, "If Pacquiao wants a throne, we'll defend it." Gervonta Davis? He posted a simple emoji. The tension was building. Even fans began to wonder, could Pacquiao actually return a world title level? Could he defy age and hist again? Analysts were divided. Some said, that power never left. Give him a tune-up and he's ready for a belt. Others warned, one round doesn't tell the whole story. Let's not forget he's 45. But one thing they all agreed on, that kill was real. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't staged. It was a cold reminder. Greatness never truly fades. Television, meanwhile, what about Barrios? Let's not forget the man who fell. Mario Barrios walked in confident. He believed this would be the night he'd retire a legend. Instead, he became a viral clip. It was humiliating. It was painful. And it was public. But it doesn't have to be the end. Barrios is still young, still skilled, still dangerous. If he chooses to come back, this loss could become the turning point of his story. Because in boxing, as in life, it's not about how you fall. It's about how you rise. Firecracker final word. What this fight really meant. This wasn't just a win. It was a reminder, a warning, a message to the entire boxing world. Don't count out the old lion. He still has teeth. Pacquiao didn't just knock out Barrios. He shut down the critics. He reignited a global fan base. And he left us all asking, what if? What if he fought one more time? What if he chased one more belt? What if the story isn't over? Whatever happens next, one thing is clear. On July 6, 2025, Pacquiao reminded the world who he is. Not just a legend, not just a champion, but a force of nature. And when that left hand landed, so did the truth. Retirement rumors. Manny Pacquiao stepped back into the ring and flattened Mario Barrios in less than 2 minutes. That night wasn't just another boxing match. It was a roar from the past, a reminder that some flames never die. The moment Barrios hit the floor, the sports world erupted. Every social media platform choked on one headline. "Sack Barrios. Pacquiao destroys him in round 1. People who hadn't watched boxing in years tuned in. Old fans cried. Young fans dropped their jaws. And the legend himself? He just smiled. Quiet, humble, powerful. Mobile phone the internet meltdown. Within seconds, the clip of Barrios falling circulated the internet like wildfire. Instagram was flooded with slow-mo replays. TikTokers added dramatic music. Boxing influencers released hour-long breakdowns before the night even ended. Hashtags trended worldwide. Hashtag #BagSaxyBarrios. Hashtag Pacquiao returns. Hashtag Pac-Man 2025. Hashtag Legend Still Lives. Even outside boxing, everyone had something to say. NBA stars were posting stories with the caption, "Manny still got fire." K-pop idols reacted live. Pacquiao's comeback is a movie. UFC fighters like Conor McGregor even tweeted, "Respect to the legend." Speed like that doesn't age. ESPN, DAZN, Sky Sports, and even non-sports outlets like BBC, Al Jazeera, and Time magazine covered it. It was global. Trophy the legacy factor. Most boxers fight for titles. Some for money, few for legacy. But Pacquiao, he fights for something deeper. Honor, identity, spirit. When he knocked out Barrios, it wasn't just about power. It was a message to the world. You may forget me, but I haven't forgotten who I am. At 45, he moved like a 25-year-old champion. That footwork, still unpredictable. That left hand, still nuclear. That heart, untouched by time. Fire reaction from the greats. The legends couldn't stay silent. Mike Tyson said in a podcast, that was art. That was a masterclass in speed and timing. Floyd Mayweather, when asked, replied, he looked sharp. But one win doesn't make a comeback. Oscar de la Hoya tweeted, he beat me when I thought he was too small. He beat Barrios when they thought he was too old. Respect. Even Canelo Alvarez nodded, saying, not many can do that. Pacquiao is different. Microphone the press conference. After the fight, all cameras turned to Manny. But Manny wasn't loud. He wasn't arrogant. He simply said, I came here to show the world that I can still do what I love. When asked about retirement, he smiled. Only God knows. If the fans want more, I'm here. That was it. No promises, no guarantees. But the seed was planted. The legend was awake. Boxing glove, boxing world shaken. Every fighter from 135 to 147 pounds suddenly had a reason to worry. Gervonta Davis, the unbeaten knockout artist, posted AI's emoji. Ryan Garcia tweeted, respect to the legend, but if you want smoke, let's go. Devin Haney's camp responded with, we're ready. Any day, any weight. The landscape had shifted. Every promoter in the business was now chasing one thing, the Pacquiao fight. Because win or lose, fighting Manny Pacquiao now meant money, legacy, history. And just like that, Manny went from retired to most wanted. Studio microphone. The next war. Who dares face the legend now? After the dust settled, one question echoed through every gym, arena, and press room. Who will fight Pacquiao next? This wasn't just matchmaking. This was a battle for history. Because if you fight Pacquiao now, in 2025, you're not just fighting a man. You're entering the final chapter of an immortal story. Scroll option 1, Gervonta Tank Davis. Undefeated, vicious power. Known for ending fights in brutal fashion. Fans love the idea. Youth versus experience. Prime versus legacy. But the risk? Pacquiao's speed and awkward angles could confuse Tank early. And if he lands first, it could be over again. Tank's team has gone silent. Some say they're calculating. Others say they're reconsidering. High voltage option 2, Ryan Kingry Garcia. Fast, flashy, famous. He's been calling out legends for years. Now one has risen. This matchup is viral gold. 2 fan bases, 2 eras. But deep down, fans wonder, is Ryan mentally tough enough to handle Pacquiao's storm? Classical building option 3. Final fight in Manila. No belt. No trash talk. Just one last war in front of his people. The Philippine government is ready. Sponsors are ready. Even the military offered to help with security. Imagine it. A stadium filled with 60,000 Filipinos. Manny walking to the ring under fireworks. One last round for national pride. No opponent announced yet, but rumors include Amir Khan, returned from retirement. Mikey Garcia. Thurman rematch. Whoever it is, this will be legendary. Magnifying glass still to left analysts break it down. Even boxing experts are confused. Because usually when a fighter turns 45, you count him out. But Pacquiao isn't usual. He's rewriting the rules. Studio microphone Max Kellerman said, he's OT the same, but he doesn't need to be. His 60% is still too much for many. Studio microphone Andre Ward added, let's not get carried away. 1 KO doesn't equal a comeback tour, but I'm watching. Studio microphone Stephen A. Smith shouted, give him one more. One last dance. He earned that. Brain the psychological edge. The most dangerous thing about Pacquiao's KO wasn't the power. It was the fear it created. Now, every future opponent has doubts. What if I get caught? What if I become another clip? That fear? It gives Manny an edge before the first punch even lands. He's not just fighting with gloves. He's fighting with a myth. And myths don't go down easy. Megaphone, what does Manny want? So what about the man himself? Pacquiao hasn't confirmed anything. No signed fights. No date. No target. But his team says, we're listening. We're open. But it has to be right. Right opponent. Right time. Right message. He doesn't want to go out with just any fight. He wants to go out with a statement. Film frames the final scene. Maybe it's in Las Vegas. Maybe it's in Manila. Maybe it's against a lion like Tank or a king like Garcia. Wherever it is, one thing is certain. The final chapter isn't written yet. But when it comes, the world will be watching. Because when legends fight, the earth stands still. And if July 6th taught us anything, it's this.